Hey, it's Thursday, Ashley Lezzismore, and this week we're talking about heterosexism in education. It's kind of ironic that we're doing this topic this week because my daughter just started kindergarten on Monday, and all the schools in the area are back in school, so it's kind of neat. I actually came up with the idea of this topic back in April. I attended the Florida Collegiate Pride Conference, which was actually coincidentally held at my university. It was very awesome. There were several workshops that were going on, and one of the workshops that I chose to attend was called Heterosexism in Education. I'm a future teacher, and anything that has the title education in it is something that I want to learn more about. Basically, the issue with heterosexism in education is that we are instilling a heterosexual belief system on young children at an early age. Think back to when you were a kid. What were the movies that you were watching? Sleeping Beauty, Snow White, Beauty and the Beast. If you think about all these classic fairy tales, all these big movies that a lot of children saw when they were kids, it's always a female and a prince and a male, a female and a male. Furthermore, it's always pretty much a kind of weak female that is portrayed, that needs rescuing from a prince, needs rescuing from her sad life, which is nothing before the prince comes along or whatever. An actual public education system, private education system, any education system, the norm and what is taught is male-female. You know, you hear like mom and dad, your mom and dad, when you're referring to parents. They don't take into consideration the fact that some kids have two moms or two dads. On a semi-related note, there are several banned books in schools, some of which are Heather Has Two Mommies, which is a classic book, a classic children's book about a child with lesbian parents. And Tango Makes Three is another one, and that's based off of a true story about two male penguins that kind of formed a family. Check those out. They're pretty good books. As a future educator of elementary school age children, I want to have the freedom to use all sorts of books. I want to portray heterosexual couples. I want to portray lesbian parents, gay male parents. I want kids to know that all families are normal. If we're not exposing kids to the fact that male-female isn't the only way, then it's just going to leave them confused. Kids that have parents of the same sex might feel outcasts because it's not the norm. I just think that we need to put a stronger emphasis on the fact that it's not all heterosexual at an early age. I don't know if my point is coming across as clearly as I would like it to. I took an allergy pill, like a hardcore allergy pill, so my head's just kind of like, hate my allergies. Think back to when you were in elementary school. Did you hear any examples like mom and mom? Take the L word couple, for instance, Mama B and Mama T. Is that what they were calling themselves? Bet and Tina, Mama B, I don't know. It's been so long since I've seen that show. So you hear mom and dad, mom and dad, mom and dad. You don't hear dad and mom and mom. Oh gosh. I just like revved my car. I'm in line to pick my daughter up from school actually right now. Sorry about the abrupt change. I was in line to get my daughter and then the line was moving, so I picked her up, came home, we took a nap, and now she's in the bath, so I'm going to finish up this video and then get it out to you guys. Sorry, it's going to be a little late. So basically, heterosexism in education is when you only focus on heterosexual examples. You don't incorporate LGBTQ into the curriculum in any way. It's all straight. I was watching Vanessa's video yesterday, and she was saying, you know, we don't need to be teaching kids about this, being gay or whatever, at a young age. Something like that. It's not so like outright teaching about straight. It's a lot of subliminal subtext. I hope you guys have a great rest of the week, and I'll see you next Thursday. It's actually a really special day for me. I'll explain that next week. I wanted to take a minute and ask you guys to please keep Sarah and especially Brittany and her family in your thoughts and prayers. Like after this video is over, if you could just take a moment to kind of think of them and send positive vibes and maybe say a prayer if you believe in that. I know that they could probably use all the positivity and prayers that they can get right now. So if you guys could do that, that'd be really nice. Have a good week.